Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Indian Business and Professional Council, Dubai, I welcome all of you for this Knowledge Series breakfast session. Today, we have the team of Dubai Economic Department with us to share few presentations and videos on the consumer rights and responsibilities. To begin with the session, let me welcome our President Executive Committee, Mr. Nimish Makwana, for the welcome address. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's lovely to see you all today morning. Today we have interesting session and the subject is Consumer Rights and Responsibility Workshop in line with IBPC's initiative to bring awareness session and initiative of Dubai government. We welcome our both speakers for their time and to address IBPC members. Ms. Manal, Manager, and Ms. Sara, Senior Inspector. Can we have a big round of applause for both the speakers, please? We welcome you and we welcome the other representatives from Dubai Economy. The Department of Economic Development and its agency follow a clear policy derived from the directives of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, aimed to keep the Emirate of Dubai topmost in applying the highest standards in doing business economically, socially, and culturally, in addition to making it a highly advanced digital economy. The Dubai Economic Department, through its Consumer Protection section, works on boosting the concepts of consumer protection and promotes the rights of the consumers among the different segments and the society. This is done through various available channels and media. Extensive awareness campaigns are designed to cast light on the rights and duties of the consumers. Information about these campaigns are available in special stands tactically set up in public places like shopping malls and traditional markets, which see large number of visitors. In addition, a number of activities and events are held in Dubai to increase awareness among consumers. The main role played by the Consumer Protection section, especially the Consumer Awareness Division, is to enlighten people and make them aware about their rights and as consumers. They are made aware of how to react if they encounter any consumer-related problem. Common problems encountered are related to the mechanism of purchase, conditions of warranty, money recovery, exchange of goods, and other related issues. I am sure with today's session, lot of clarity we will have with respect to the subject. We have amongst us both subject matter from government. We will have the information, first-hand information from government side. So any query as a member you have, or if you have come across any such incidents for yourself or with respect to any of your clients or your known contacts, I'm sure in future this session is going to help you to tackle and deal with it. And any kind of question is there, please ask them. Utilize this platform. They are here to resolve any kind of query you have. Now I would like to hand over to CB for the further proceedings and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Now, without wasting any more time, let's welcome Ms. Sara and Ms. Manal for the presentation. A big round of applause for Ms. Sara and Ms. Manal.
Hello everyone. My name is Manal bin Ismail and here my colleague Sara Salaytin. We are from Consumer Protection Dubai Economy, as mentioned earlier. Today our workshop is going to be about consumer rights and duties. So when I speak to you today, I will speak to you as consumers. Now, who's considered as a consumer? Who do you think is a consumer? Sorry? Any person who takes or uses a service. or a commodity, a person who would buy a gift for someone else. So any person who would buy or get a service for himself or for other people, also the other peoples are considered as a consumer. So all the parties are consumers. Now, as a consumer, we have to know our rights, yes? To protect them. So there are many rights that they are very important to the consumers, but today we will mention only 5 main rights. So let's look at here. The first right, it will be the right of safety. Now, when you go and get any service or buy any product, is it your right as a consumer to know that this product is safe to use? Is it your right? Yes. What if you use it and it's then you have some complications with your health? So this is your right, the first right you have to ask for as a consumer. Then we have the second one, it will be the right of awareness. And this is what we are doing today. To give all the information for the consumers, to let them know what their rights and duties, to know what their responsibilities, so they protect their rights as a consumers. Then we have the right to choose. Today when you go to the market, let's say for example you want to buy a ketchup, for example. When you go to the supermarket or you go to Lulu hypermarket, you enter. On the shelves, what do you see? Ketchup, different brands and different qualities and different prices, yes? So as a consumer, you decide which one is the best for you, quality and price-wise. Then we have the right to know. It's your right to know where is this product is coming from. Is it, for example, when it comes to food, is it fresh, frozen? What does it contain, for example? What kind of ingredients, for example, in it? So these are the main 5 rights we have. The last one, it will be the right to listen to his views and to his complaints and to his suggestions, for example. And that's why we, as a consumer protection, we provided consumers with different channels to contact us. You can contact us in many ways and we will explain it later for you. Ms. Sarah, she will speak about the channels of contacting consumer protection or how even to raise a complaint.
Hello everybody. We have a different channel in our social media, like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and we have WeChat also to raise a complaint through our social media or through contacting us in 6004 545555. And now we have a new application. It calls Dubai Consumer. This app, what do you think about the app? What's the difference between calling and between the app to raise a complaint? What do you think? How long it takes to file a complaint and to solve your problem through the application? Faster? Around? It takes actually 5 minutes to raise a complaint. Now Ms. Manal will show us the video.
Because we believe in the importance of time in the service of consumers and traders, we have developed our services to be faster and easier, to be closer and present with them on every smartphone through the application Dubai Consumer. The services provided in the application are divided into 2 parts: self-service, aimed at solving the consumer's complaint through artificial intelligence within 5 minutes, called Smart Protection, and traditional services, where complaints are submitted in a conventional way, including Consumer Complaint Service, which will be resolved within 4 working days, Business Complaint Service, which will be resolved within 10 working days, and Complaint Tracking. This service uses artificial intelligence technology to solve the consumer complaint through a conversation with the consumer within 5 minutes. The system directs specific questions to the complainant in order to determine the nature of the complaint and to resolve it by issuing an empowerment letter. The empowerment letter enables the complainant to go and deliver the letter to the merchant in order to carry out the resolution. The system also aims to educate the consumer through the conversation about the policies and regulations of the department to inform the consumer of their rights and responsibilities, such as invoices, security, and other policies. This service allows the consumer to file a complaint, make an inquiry, or leave a comment in the traditional way, which will be addressed within 4 working days. The complaint is submitted by typing the complainant's data under the complaint option, then adding the details of the retailer complained about in the next page, followed by the details of the complaint on the last page to complete and submit the application. Similarly, an inquiry is submitted under the inquiry option, or a specific comment is sent to the department under the comment option, completing the information required for the request and then submitting it. This service enables business owners either to file a complaint against business organizations or ask about a business protection inquiry, where they will receive a response within 10 working days. The complaint is submitted by providing the complainant's data under the complaint option, then adding the details of the business complained about in the next page, followed by the details of the complaint on the last page to complete and submit the application. This service provides users with the ability to track a complaint by simply typing the complaint number in the assigned space and pressing the search button.
Okay, so the application name, it's Dubai Consumer Application, and it has an artificial intelligence technology in one of its services that calls self-service, the smart service. Now, if you usually use the traditional way of filing a complaint or raising a complaint to consumer protection, it will take around 4 working days to contact the consumer, contact the trader, and try to find a settlement between them both. But with the application, when you use the smart service, Ms. Sarah, she will go through the application like in details with you and how to file the complaint. It will only take 5 minutes. So you are standing at the shop, you notice something it's not right, not correct, or you don't like the service, you file a complaint directly and you will receive the empowerment letter. Empowerment letter, you will receive it to your email. This letter is considered as the official solution from consumer protection. So it becomes your responsibility as a consumer to take this empowerment letter and show it to the trader or to the shop, and they will have to follow it. However, as a trader, I have the right to reject the letter in 7 working days from issuing the letter. Why? Because sometimes, not always the consumers are right. Sometimes there will be missing information. Now, in consumer protection, as a team, any consumer who will get an empowerment letter, later we will call them as a consumer protection and we will ask the consumer, are you satisfied with the service? Did the shop or the trader help you? Did you, for example, are you satisfied with the empowerment letter? In case if the consumer says, no, I went to the shop but they did not help me, for example, this is where we will interfere as a consumer protection. So before that, no interfere from consumer protection. It will be between you, the artificial intelligence, and the shop. Now, I will just request if you guys can just download Dubai Consumer Application. We will go through the steps and we will show you how it's easy to file a complaint. Ms. Sarah, she will explain it to you.
Can you download the application? It's through Google Play and Apple Store. So I can...
search Dubai Consumer.
It is called Dubai Consumer App. You can find it in Apple Store and Google Play. No, Dubai Consumer. It's yellow color with a trolley bag.
So when you download it, when you open it, this is how it will look like. You will have self-service and traditional services. You will go to self-service.
Yeah, smart protection, self-service. So click it. Yeah. Okay. And now Ms. Manalu.
So let's type, as an example, I bought a phone and it's not working. For example, you bought a phone and it's damaged. So just write, I bought a phone and it's not working. You will notice that the application will ask the consumer direct questions. The first question it will be if you have an invoice, a receipt, or this is very important because if you don't have a receipt, then you don't have evidence to solve your problem as a from consumer protection. Okay? And then you will find also that there is important information section. When you will click in the important information, it will give you basic information about invoice, receipt, and what's your right. This is to empower the consumer. So you will just need to answer by yes or no. So let's say yes, we have a receipt. Then it will ask you if it meets the specification and conditions. Let's say yes. Is it under the warranty? Let's say yes. Has your item been repaired? This is the first time you are having this problem. Let's say no. Then it will give you some rights that the trader should have been given you as a consumer. Let's say no, that's why you are complaining. He didn't give you these solutions. So click no. Have you already registered a complaint? No, this is the first time you are talking about it. Have you used empowerment letter? Again, no. So then it will ask you for your information, your name, your mobile number, your email address, your nationality, the name of the company, and then you will receive at the same time an empowerment letter on your email. It's even a process that takes you less than 5 minutes. Very easy, very fast. You can solve your problem just easily. No need even to call consumer protection. Now, moving forward, what kind of behaviors or responsibilities that consumers should make or take so they help themselves not to fall in mistakes or to lose even their rights? The first thing, as we noticed, any documents, invoices, receipts, documents, agreements, you have to always keep them. How many of you go to the grocery shops, for example, or any shop and buy stuffs or get a service, and then they threw the receipt? How many threw the receipt? Raise your hand if you threw it. Wrong. What if you face any problem? What if you get a service that does not meet your requirements? How can you prove that you actually got the service from this shop? It's your right. Some people will tell me, oh, I went to the barber shop and he did not give me a receipt. You have to ask as a consumer. It's your right. If they refuse to give you, this is where you have to complain. You have to reach consumer protection and they will send you inspectors at the same time. These shops will get a fine for not giving receipts. Then we have to read them before signing or before even paying. Now, how many of us, for example, as a ladies, when we go and buy or make abaya, for example, I go to the shop, I give him my size, I give him the design, I choose what kind of material I want, and then when I go to collect it, it's different. I tell him, no, this is not the material I ordered. He says, yes, this is the material you ordered. I go to consumer protection, I file a complaint, they tell me, where is the receipt? I have the receipt. I show them, no information. There is no information on the receipt, just the total number, the quantity, and that's it. How can they know if there is no information? So if you have any kind of specific like requirements, you have to mention it. You tell the trader or the shop, write it in my invoice. In the agreement, for example, there is no such thing, oh, we agreed verbally. Verbally, you will have to go to court or Dubai police, not consumer protection. Okay? Then we have check product information. We have a lot of consumers will come and say, I bought this product and it's damaged. And then when we go and inspect, for example, we see that the consumer misused the product. So it's not like a manufacturer defect or a mistake from the shop, it's the consumer's fault. So always check, read the information in the boxes, read the information behind the boxes, how to use it, how to store it, for example. Yes. So this is like mainly we can say when it comes to the responsibilities of the consumer. Now, mainly when it comes to shopping nowadays, there is a new fashion that it's very trend now to buy online or to buy from Instagram or Facebook, social media channels. So I'll just show you one video and then we can continue.
Dear consumers, do not restrict your choices to social media influencers' opinion on a product, service, or a meal in a restaurant. Some of them are paid to advertise convincingly to you. Ask more before you make a purchase.
Cut.
Okay, أخر الوقت. Where is my money, please?
Another video, yes.
عزيزي المستهلك، لا تنجرف وراء بعض الإعلانات التي يسوق لها مشاهير التواصل. عزيزي المستهلك، لا تنجرف وراء بعض الإعلانات التي يسوق لها مشاهير التواصل الاجتماعي والتي قد تضر بصحتك. فتأكد من ترخيص المنتج محليا واتحاديا. ونتمنى لكم الصحة والسلامة دوما.
Okay, so what do we notice from the videos? I can give you one advice. Before you purchase anything online, from any website or from the social media channels, always make sure that they are licensed in Dubai economy. If they are not licensed, no one can help you if you face any problem. How can you check if they are licensed? You can search in Dubai economy website. You can put the name of the company and it will give you if it's licensed or not. Or you can call us, give them the name and they will tell you if it's registered or not. If it's not registered, then we cannot help consumers. Now, the videos we saw, today we follow many people, famous people, influencers, and we copy them. The lifestyle, what they eat, for example, we go to restaurants based on their, for example, recommendations. We have to know that most of them, they are paid. It's an ad. So it's not like, should be like 100% correct. Today, our kids, how many of you have kids? How many of you, your kids have their own iPad or iPhone or any kind of way of technology that has internet? They have access to the internet. How many of you, your kid bought something online, purchased something online? Many times, yeah? How can we protect our kids? We have to give attention to these kind of things. We have to know whom they are following, whom they are watching, whom they are, for example, copying. This is very important. Of course, all of you know that today, if you have like any device, you can control it. There is parental control, you can control what they can access, what they can buy, and everything. Okay. We reached the end of the workshop, but of course we have the question and answer session. So if anyone have any question.
Why
any other Emirates, will consumer right will protect us
Sorry, if you buy any
from any other Emirates?
other
From
Emirates.
Dubai.
Sarah, you will answer.
You can complain from the Emirates that you buy from it.
Yeah. So
The consumer protection in the other Emirates.
Yes. So there is consumer protection in every emirate. If the shop is licensed in Dubai, Dubai Consumer Protection will take care of it.
Yeah.
So you can be a consumer from any emirate or even a tourist from outside. If you buy in Dubai and they are licensed, we will take care of it. If you buy in Sharjah and they are licensed in Sharjah, then for example, you have to go to consumer protection in Sharjah. Question over there?
Hi, morning. That's a very interesting presentation. So one observation is on the definition which you mentioned. It says any product which you've taken free as well.
Yes.
So that's one. And the
Yes.
other is there any negative implication on the consumer filing the complaint?
Negative, sure.
What do you mean by negative?
So is there any, so for instance, if the complaint doesn't go through, is there any kind of, I don't know, penalty, fine or something on it?
See, as a consumer, now when it comes to getting even a gift, so even if you get a gift, you are a consumer. So it doesn't mean you have to buy it, okay? Now, if you file a complaint, as a consumer protection, our job is to find a settlement between the consumer and the trader. Satisfy both. And usually we have a lot of times that we give the consumers their rights. We make the traders give them their rights. Sometimes the consumer, they don't have their rights, okay? Now, in case if we cannot reach any like settlements, we tell them you can go to Dubai court, for example. So we have other authorities can be involved even in the process.
First of all, thank you for this wonderful insight. As you know, Dubai is considered as a trading hub as well as the tourist hub.
Yes.
And millions of people visit Dubai. Now, we have come across in various places where the pirated goods are available, fake goods are available.
Yes.
So, in the larger interest of Dubai, because number of tourists are coming, visiting, and they are not aware of it. So, which way this needs to handle? Because at the end of the day, it is a reputational risk also
Yes.
is there. So, how, what are the initiatives government is taking
We have,
to handle these
Yeah.
scenarios?
Yeah, we have. Now, as I mentioned, people can or consumers can reach us in many channels. So even in social media channels, you find a website that, for example, you are superstitious with, you're not sure if their products are real or fake, for example, you can just through Instagram or Facebook send us the link. I think this is fake products. We have a specific department that takes care of fake products. Like now, when I speak about the society, when I speak about the environment that we are providing for the people who will come and shop here in Dubai, we always tell them, have a safe shopping. Now, as a consumer protection, we cannot work alone. Yeah? Consumers, they are considered as our eyes. Why I tell you, if you notice anything, you have to speak. If you see anything wrong, you have to tell us. Now we have inspectors. We have many inspectors that work 24 hours. They search, they search, they search. But today, our inspectors are known. If they go to Dragon Mall, if I go to Dragon Mall, I find like there is a weird movement in the mall. Stuff disappearing. They know us. They know who we are. But you, as a consumers, if you see something wrong and you tell consumer protection, we make your hand with our hands together and we catch these people. So we have to work together to reach to a better environment, to a safe environment for them. These kind of shops, if we see them, the specific, we have a specific department will take care of it. They will take all the products and they will destroy them.
Is it also available for the government agencies like DP World or Customs or Visa Department, Tehsil?
See now, when it comes to consumer protection, yes, we can give, for example, fines to specific like shops, for example. But then in some cases, there might be like other authorities involved. So for example, when it comes to customs, we cannot interfere. For example, yeah? It will be their job. They have to do their job correct. When it comes, there are some cases, it should go to Dubai police.
Hotels, like tourist, Dubai tourist.
Yeah.
My name is Surinder Sareen. Thank you very much for this information. My question is, I want to continue to have a good relation with my person with whom I am doing the purchases. Would you be allowing secrecy and confidentiality of the report which I filed? Because I wanted to continue to have good relations with those people.
Yes, yes, yes. If you ask, for example, if you notice something, you say, okay, I have like a comment or I noticed something. We will not go and say, for example, the consumer name, so on and so forth, he complained about you. No. They will be like mystery shoppers. Our inspectors will be like mystery shoppers, because even if the consumer says, I noticed something, we will not just go and give fine for the shop. No. The inspector, he will be like a mystery shopper. He will go as a consumer. He will ask for the same service that the consumer asked, and he will see, how does it go? Is it like same as what the consumer said? And if it's yes, he will get a fine. We will not mention to the trader or to the shop that we had a complaint and the consumer name, so on and so forth. And you can also ask, you can tell them also, if you like want to be more safe.
I have a particular, madam here, Prem.
Yes.
My name is Prem Kumar. I have a particular experience, just bringing it to light. It's an online purchase that I made. The product that came to me, I can make out it's a fake product. I complained to the online company, and they forwarded this complaint to the seller. And when I went back to the online of that item, somewhere in the bottom they said, seller is somebody else. So they are just playing as a platform.
Yes.
And they replied to me saying that your query has been now forwarded to the seller, and you will receive a credit from them. Now, of course, I didn't follow it up further after that. I never got the credit. The question is, what is the responsibility of the online company to settle that case?
Now, as I mentioned, if they are licensed, if this website is licensed, you can file a complaint to Consumer Protection. Of course, you did your job as an empowered consumer. You reached the online, the shop himself, and you spoke to them, and they didn't help you. Yeah. Now, if they are licensed, you can follow up with us, file a complaint, and then we will reach them and reach you and try to find a settlement between both of you. As a consumer now, we have to also give attention when it comes to the terms and conditions of the company, because as a government, I cannot force the trader to a specific terms and conditions. It's a free market, yeah? But again, if they are licensed, we can help you in it. Sometimes, some shops, they are not licensed, however, they are like in a good relationship with Consumer Protection. For example, we have souk.com. Any complaint from souk.com, you can reach Consumer Protection. For example, Amazon, because they are cooperating with Consumer Protection. Yeah?
Hi, my name is Sanjay Tolani. What about the free zone? So let's say we're working with a company in a free zone. How does that affect?
Free zones are not licensed from Dubai Economy. So it's not under our authority.
So the free zones like JLT,
They have their
DMC,
own.
They would have their own consumer
Yes.
protection.
Yes.
Hi, thank you for your presentation. I have a question, in fact, two questions. One is there any cost involved in making these complaints for the consumer?
B2C, no. B2B, yes.
Okay.
So if it's a normal consumer complaint against a shop or any business, no expenses. It's totally free, a free service. But if it's business to business,
2000, I think.
then yes, there is fees.
Okay. Second question is, so if you have given an order to a trader that you have to make good the laws that the client has made, and what if he doesn't follow? Is there any adverse effect on
Yes.
those traders?
Yes, we have fines, and it could be like in different levels. Sometimes it could reach to closing the shop. Sometimes it reached to destroying his license and he cannot have business in Dubai anymore. So it depends on what kind of violation he did. So yes, we have actions.
Okay, thank you.
This is Rajesh Agarwal. You said if it is B2B,
Yeah.
then there is a fees.
Yes.
Suppose one person is stationed in Dubai, Emirates, and another is Ras Al Khaimah. Can he file and how it works?
Now, even when it comes to B2B, they have to be both like from Dubai. If it's like in different Emirates, then it will be like involved Dubai consumer and the other Emirate consumer protection.
But we can file complaint only with one consumer. With what? We can file complaint with one emirate, not both.
Yeah, but now you see, to be honest with you, when it comes to B2B, it's kind of different even, not like similar when it comes to business and consumers,
Yes,
yeah?
it's different between.
So it will be like different situation, to be honest with you. It's not like the same.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sarfaraz Siddiqui. I supplied the material one of the big companies. They 2-3 years I follow up the matter for payment. They told me payment about to come. After 3 years they told me, very big company, we don't have money.
Oh.
You go where you want to go. So I tired. So many. Then just
Did you file a complaint through consumer protection?
No consumer protection, but I went to police also.
Police, yes.
Police told me when they are not having money, so who will have the money? When I give the name to police, they are not paying money. So then they are not having money.
Yeah.
Who is having the money? When I give the name.
Yeah.
Second complaint, it is also the very big company. I supplied the material after 1 and 2 years when I went there to follow up that please give them payment. They told me we will give you a half payment. Why? I supplied the material, it is working well, everything. 2 years there was a contract maintenance. Now it is 3 years. No, we will give a half payment, otherwise you go anywhere. No, I will take the full. Now it is 5 years past. Everything is well, 100%. They are saying half. Why half? You did not supply the good material. Why it is up to 5 years? No.
So you see, in these cases, you can reach consumer protection. Yeah, you can reach consumer protection. Yeah, try to reach consumer protection. You can try the application. If you're not satisfied with the solution, you can call 600-545555, file a complaint, and then someone from Consumer Protection will contact you, will take all the evidence and all the details from you, and they will follow up.
Evidence only, they are issuing the LPO. Nothing is there.
LPO?
Yes. Because they are paying regularly for the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But after, in the end, they...
But why did you wait for 5 years?
No, just I tried. Khalas. There is a chance for me. Golden chance. You are in front of me. I can come there.
But this is business to business, yeah?
Yes.
As a business, yeah.
One
Not consumer.
business. One check. One man giving here. About small quantity and dealer. After that, I went to police everywhere for my sponsor also. They told that he is in Abu Dhabi. For the, so when I go there, he will come come from the jail, then you come.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of, but I will ask for both previous complaints.
Yeah, but yeah, but when you file a complaint, it will be considered as
B2B.
B2B.
Inshallah.
Yeah. The session that I gave you today, it's B2C. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's different. Question over here.
So, thank you so much. Heyman Jetfani. My query is on B2B. I understand your presentation is B2C largely and it's consumer protection like us. But for the kind of query he has, B2B, is your charges based on the amounts involved or you have a fixed fee?
Fixed fee.
Fixed fee.
2,000 dirhams.
I see. Irrespective of whatever is the amounts involved.
Fixed. And to be honest with you now, they are studying the the price, the fees. Maybe there will be changes because sometimes there will be cases like the fees are more than what the
Complaint amount is.
Yeah.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, my name, sorry, Mr. Makwana. Okay. My name is Arvind Raghav. My question is, maybe, see, I was slightly late, so maybe I would have missed it if it was in your presentation. In case of a PDC bouncing, is it just a criminal case where we go to police and court, or does DED also have a say?
Sorry, I didn't
A
understand.
post-dated check,
Central bank.
only the bank and the
Yes,
police.
yes.
DED does not have a role in it.
No.
Okay, thank you.
So you see, there is a specific complaints. We do not interfere as a consumer protection. Question, yes.
Do you have any statistics which shows like number of complaints received and like in past 1 year and whether it is increasing?
And we have
What are
press
the,
release.
if you
Press
can,
releases like every year on the number of complaints we received. But see, now, I believe in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, it was 23,000 or even more complaints were received by consumer protection in Dubai itself. Now, before, for consumer protection, our goal was consumer awareness. How to reach us, how we help them, how we solve their problem. Today, our goal is consumer empowerment. So how we teach consumer to solve their own problem, how to reach the trader by themselves before they reach us. So honestly, like I'm not sure like in 2018 what was the number of the complaints, but we have press releases. You can find it, it's online in different newspapers.
Morning. Do the grievances of tenants against landlord also come under purview of your department?
It depends on the case. It depends on the case, not everything.
Suppose the maintenance issues.
The maintenance, like with the company,
Maintenance of the premises, if which the landlord is supposed to do, is not maintaining. Does that come in your problem?
if you have the agreement, it's written like when he will have to finish, like mentioning the dates and the services all in details, yes, you can reach consumer protection, but you have to know one thing. We try to reach for a settlement, not compensation. Compensation, you have to go to court.
Basically settlement, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi. Just, is there any time limit for filing the complaint?
Is there any
Time limit?
time limit?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say, for example, when it comes to B2C, not B2B, for example, we try our best as long as you have the evidence, the receipt and all, okay? But usually, like, if the case, like after 2 years, then you remember, oh, I have a problem with this, I forgot to complain, and then you come, even maybe the shop, they don't have in their system anymore your invoice or anything. We try our best, but I would like suggest or advise you before 2 years, Like, don't take too much long time to decide whether to complain or not.
Thanks.
Done? Okay, so we reached the end of the workshop, and I hope you all enjoyed your time. If you have any question, you can always reach us through our social media, our email. Just write your question and we will answer you. Thank you, everyone.
And I would request Mr. Nimish Makwana, President, to please come forward for the closing remarks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Manal and Ms. Sara, for this insight, and I'm sure it was very interesting. And we are fortunate that with us we have Sri Rahul Srivastava, Consul Commerce and Visa, with us. And may I request him to come here and share with us B2B with respect to this consumer protection. And can I request you, sir, to please come here? And can we have a big round of applause for Mr. Sri Rahul Srivastava ji, please? Yeah, please.
Thanks a lot, Nimish. And first of all, many good wishes and congratulations and best of luck to the new team of the IBPC. I hope they take it to greater heights. As far as consumer rights go over here, we do receive, consulate does entertain the complaints from business houses if they have any complaint, not regarding consumer, but generally any sort of trade complaint or a conflict between two houses and anything, and our teeth are only as strong as the DED's team because we refer the complaint to the DED only ultimately. But yes, you have a place in the consulate, you can flag in, drop in a mail to us. If there's not only consumer, it's related to any sort of complaint. So somebody was asking, suppose I get a spurious or a fake bag, if I buy a fake bag. So we won't be able to entertain if a tourist from India has come over here and has gone back, found that the bag is fake. But definitely if somebody has ordered a consignment and he gets a huge consignment which is fake, they keep writing to us. We sort about 30 to 35 complaints in a month. So we are always there to help you out. If you have something, just to let us know. We referred the cases to DED only, to DCCI and DED, and they have been very, very cooperative, and a lot of thanks for that so far. Most of the cases, you'll be happy to know that as soon as we say that we are we have received a complaint, about 80% of the cases get sorted out there and then and there itself. So if there is any issue, just to let us know. Thanks a lot for inviting me, Nimish. Thanks a lot and best of luck.
I would request sir to please join us for the moment of presentation, and also our president, Mr. Nimish Makwana, and Dr. Dhananjay Datta sir also, please. Thank you so much for your time and sharing the information with us, and also for the queries. Mr. Dhananjay Datta sir to forward it. Thank you so much. If I may request Mr. Dhananjay Datta to present it to Ms. Sara.